In our last episode, we travelled up to Hogsback for a little bit of fly fishing, took a walk down to the Swallowtail Falls, and in the afternoon, I made a rooibos smoked trout ravioli with a spectacular burnt garlic and tequila sauce. And thanks to Helga, Chris and Frida, it turned into a sublime country afternoon.
Goody, goody.
I have to ask myself, when did life and food become about instant satisfaction? About self-service TV dinners, the 15-minute microwave roast chicken, chocolate mousse in a box, money for love and love for money, instead of the sublime importance of friendships, of weekends away, sunshine, and the great outdoors. So now all things aside, welcome to Cooked, to my life.
But we're going deep into the bushes here. Oh dear. We're deep in the bush now, folks. If you look to your left, you look to your right, you'll find more bushes. There's just bushes everywhere. Now push off.
So we've been on the open road now for what must be the last 15 or 16 days, and it just keeps getting better and better. I'm cooking my way through southern Africa, meeting new people and going to new places every couple of days on what's working out to be a road trip of a lifetime.
I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart to hold and keep me mine. I'm searching for the spirit of the great heart.
Hogsback to Adelaide is only 60-odd kilometres by road, and even less as the crow flies. But the change in scenery is dramatic as we travel the back road to a friend's game reserve just out of Adelaide.
Sometimes there's so much you can show me. There is a highway that starts across the heaven and a whispering song of wind in the grass. The velvet road thunder and brothers of banner. A hope and a dream at the edge of the sky, and your life is story like the wind. Your life is
Okay, it's cool. We gotta go 3 k's that way, 10 k's that way, and then we're gonna get to Perry Spot. See the house that he built. Stopping here overnight on our way up to the Transkei, Moweni private game farm. Can't wait until we get there. And then tomorrow, Wild Coast.
feel that you really know me. Sometimes there's so much you can show me.
Behold the table. The nice thing about staying at a friend's house is that you really can relax, and that's exactly what we need after days and days on the road. A little bit of R&R. Right, stock for a little bit of chow for everyone that's going to be eating a bit later on. They've all gone off on a game drive and left me with the inevitable task of feeding them. Stock's really simple. I mean, you can start off with your onions, garlic and leeks. I'm going to chop those up, throw them in, fry them up a little bit, and then I'm going to start adding all the other bits and bobs to really cook for a couple of hours so that this evening when we start cooking up dinner, everything will be superb. Now, all we're going to do is season it, some soy sauce, and sometimes I prefer to use this to salt. This is a nice light one. Some black pepper. Smell of fresh pepper. So I've got some sprouts that are looking a bit manky now. They can go in. Some elf Help me out here. Alfalfa. I was going to say alfalfa. A little bit of this. Now, stock, the beauty about it is you can make it with anything you've got, so you don't have to follow me. Just throw in what you've got. Taste it, flavour it, off you go. A little bit of ginger, because I love it. Fresh coriander from the garden. Some filip, Afrikaans English for horrible-looking basil, but it'll still taste good in the stock. And then all I'm going to do is add some water to this and maybe flavour it a little bit more, but I'll tell you what I'm doing as I go along. Water. Now I'm just going to bring it to the boil and let it simmer for a while.
Stronger every day.
I don't know if you were ever a kid and had to make yourself those stick breads. Well, that's kind of considering we're out here with a whole bunch of kids. We're going to make a couple of stick breads tonight. And then we're going to have a couple of fondue-type thingies in the stock that we made earlier on. And it's very simple. Fran, come explain this to everyone, please, this dough.
Yeah, this is basically what we call a lean dough. It's 4 cups of white bread flour, sachet of yeast, a bit of salt, a bit of sugar, and about 2 cups of tepid or warm water, and you just mix it all together. Now, once it's in a bowl, you put it in a warm place, we put it by the fire, and then it sort of doubles in size, knock it back down, and then you just shape it and bake it really.
So I'm putting a bit of pecorino cheese in, some olives, maybe some drizzle of pesto. This nice messy stuff. Tanya, don't you want to come make some of these? They're all vegetarian, I promise you. And no excuses. You can get your moment of glory. Are you coming? So this is what they look like before we take them in. And then by a miraculous moment of cooking, they'll come back looking all brown and toasty. And you can also put a dash of oil on them. Cool. Fast, everyone. And then all I have to do is put it down on the fire in a little angle, not too close to it, so that they toasty up a little bit. And now the real beauty about these is you can fill them with whatever you want, so everyone can make their own little goodie get. So you can have something stuffed with cheese, cherries, well, you name it. Cheese, cherries, berries is what I meant to say. And yeah, in fact, I've got a little bit of white blue cheese there that I'm going to use now with a little bit of sweet chili sauce and taste what that's like. This is my sister. So you just stretch the dough out. No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It seems like a bit to do.
Looks so nice.
Grab your stick. Sorry, Glenn.
That's fine.
And here, I've got a little bit of blue cheese, some sweet chili sauce, and then rolled over. And then pinch it just like that to seal the edges, which is why Tanya's one is going to explode into lots of pieces. Olive oil to make it nice and crispy. Okay guys, all we have to do now, bring out the stock we made earlier today, put it straight on the fire. Oh, you can see the guys having to all walk out the way. Now, remember I made a whole whack of it? Okay, we've put our stock back on the stove, and the beautiful thing about what we're about to do is it's essentially a fondue, except we get to add all the vegetables that we want onto it, along with some springbok that we've marinated earlier on today. And it's really quite a beautiful process. You're going to choose whatever you want on your skewer that you're going to marinate. And all I'm going to do is add a little bit of soya sauce onto mine, just to give it that extra little salty flavour. And then I'm going to make my skewer. And then all you do is put your whole skewer into the pot. And you leave it for as long as you want it to cook for. So we're on our way down to the Transkei tomorrow to recharge our batteries. And we'll see you tomorrow. Give me my marshmallow tree. And by the way, this is a marshmallow tree. It's indigenous to Southern Africa, guys. So you don't find this anywhere else in the world. And this is how you cook it.
Burn it and burn it.
Quickly, very quickly.
I'm on it, man. Don't worry about me. I got you.
Been told, don't you know, you can believe in anything, the enemy.
It's always sad leaving a friend's home, but we're halfway through episode 6 and we're moving locations to the wild coast in the Eastern Cape. And the only thing I can tell you about this special place is that John Bull and Candy are our kind hosts, and not even under torture will I reveal to you its exact location. So the only way you're going to get to check it out is by sticking with us. The journey from Adelaide to the wild coast is only a couple of 100 kilometers long and will take us more than 10 hours in the beast. But all of that means absolutely and utterly nothing, because I know exactly where we're going. Now, I've been coming to this spot on the coast for almost 20 years, but haven't been here in a year and a half, and I can't remember whether it's a left-right or a right-left. It doesn't really matter, because one of them is going to get us down to the coast. Kind of like all roads lead to Rome. Know what I mean? Yeah, baby.
I like the way Justin says, first fork left, second fork right, third fork right. He said nothing about the fifth or the sixth forks.
All the seventh, so we turned around and
Stop.
You know that part of the Lord of the Rings, not Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, when they go to, I think it's the big, friendly, gentle, giant guy, and they introduce people one at a time. That's what this feels like.
John Bull?
I don't know where the others are. I think they lost it.
Well,
Yes, very good, thank you.
are you in the bus?
I was driving the bus.
Oh.
So all of those people here, but I think the rest are missing. This is John Bull, everyone. Gordon.
How you doing, John? Well,
That's Cassie.
Nice to meet you.
We'll reintroduce ourselves.
Robbie.
We're now in a very secret hideaway. And as I said, I'm ruling the roost. And these are my minions. Hello. Hello, minions.
I just want to show you where we are. This is where we come to recharge our batteries after almost 20 days on the road. To start everyone off, I'm going to make them up a little drink, which is nice and fresh, so we can kind of get going for the next couple of days. Now, it's a very simple drink. All we're going to do is mash up some ice, whack it in the glass, slice up some limes, throw them in the glass, some chilies. It's just like you begin to feel like you're slowing down your pace completely. Must be something to do with the ocean and all of it happening outside. Some chilies, seeds and all. Gareth bought us some tuna, and he's prepping that down there. And we've got a whole whack of new people who joined us this afternoon as well. They're chilling out on that side. And then what we've got to do is add some honey in. Now there's three completely different flavors in here. The sharpness and the bite of the chili, the sourness of the lime, the sweet of the honey. We call this a sweet and sour tasting drink for the girls, is what we call it. Would you like one? Vodka. We almost lost it. And then all you do is mash everything together to get those flavors to infuse.
Thank you, Justin.
Candy.
Fantastic. Oh, now I've got two.
You know, you're gonna drink it all. Now that Candy's got one, we're gonna make another quick one. And then I'm gonna let Gordon do this so that I can go and start cooking up some tuna down there that Gareth brought up from Cape Town for us. Slice up a lime, throw those into a glass, some fresh chilies, some crushed ice, honey, vodka, and then you just mash everything together. For you, John.
thank you, man.
You gotta drink it, John. John's our host.
It's good.
You know how awkward it is with a whole bunch of new people to fit in. I'll just explain something to you. It's like being in a fishbowl, having you all here. So it's like a little bit difficult for me to get into it initially. So I'm going to drink a lot, and hopefully you will as well. Gareth, where's our sashimi, brother? What do you think? Gareth, you messed all over the place. Tuna from Gareth. Anyone want sashimi?
Oh, I love that.
Okay, what we're going to do the rest of this, for the people who don't want to have it raw, we're just going to roll it in a bit of soy sauce, flash fried in olive oil, a little slice of avo on top, and drizzle of black pepper on. That's about it.
I'm not going to stick my fingers down my throat this time either, Dale.
That's cooked to your liking.
That's perfect. If you want, you got to come down here, eh?
Come down here.
Now, this is just a little taste of what's about to happen over the next couple of days while we spend our time in the wild coast, recharging our batteries. All of these people along this coast. Gareth and I are going to go and do a little bit of fishing. Hopefully we do better than our Hogsback episode.
Yeah, I wasn't there, that's why.
So we'll just feed the masses now and see you next time. After lunch, we all had a little bit of tranquil chill-out time, and then Candy turned our worlds on their heads and threw us an impromptu hat party.
For our last game, let us play Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush. Are you all in a circle? Then let's begin. Imagine your soldiers marching along, swinging your arms.
Soy sauce. And then I just want to put a little bit of soy sauce on mine. Oh, that was a shocking shot. that was bad. I'd like you to join us on the next celebrate our...
Doesn't get any better than this, boat. Hey, you better shape up. Look at my foot. It's got a bit of ash in it, but it all adds to the flavouring. See, mine was quick and tasty. Justin's, you have to wait for a long time.
His looked like dog's breakfast and tasted partly like that too.
I think Justin does a lot of like this. And then also, you're just supposed to lick your fingers like this. Because
He just burnt his.
Because I'm trying to rush it up.
you need to watch out in this episode for Justin burning his hand for what I predict will be the 645th time this evening.